What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today I just did a quick ride. It's super cold. I didn't know it was gonna be this cold. I'm in the mountains today, so I'm at this little, not little, but like nice boat launch. Super nice day. Um, yeah, I mean it's just cold. It's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. So here's the bike right now. 26 Streetfighter V4S. Just what I've done so far. You guys saw the last video where I was installing the Evotech stuff to it, and yeah, I know I still have like 2-inch chicken strip there. I don't know. It's just really cold. I can't really push the bike just yet. So, anyways, here's the tail tidy from Futurist Moto, and I have the Evotech stuff in there, protection. I have this tank grip, easy grip tank grip. I have like a bubble on there, like I messed up, but it is what it is. It's whatever. Both sides, I think it works. I like putting tank grips on my bikes, especially the sport bikes. So, and the front is the most crucial part because this one is like so big. When it was like with no protection, now I have the Evotech protection in there. You really need this, and it looks better. It's like in black instead of just the white bare kind of fin thing like that's just showing. It's like this just looks much better overall. So other than that, I don't have anything else going on. I did the spacer replacement for the reflector. Other than that, I'm looking for a rear set, but I don't know what fits this bike just yet. There's not a lot of parts. Oh, this one here from Evotech as well. There's not a lot of parts that are produced yet for the 25-26, so it's slowly coming. It's just exhaust is there, but like accessories wise, it's you need to make sure that it fits the 25-26. The one before this is completely different. So, anyways, just going for a ride. Just want to shoot a quick video. I haven't made videos in a while, so far, what do I think about this bike compared to the S1000, compared to the GSA? I think it's a good bridge of the two. Of course, it's not gonna do what the GSA does, but in terms of like getting what you can get with the S1000 RR and a little bit more of a drama, I guess. The S1000 is a very, very good bike. It's hard to like not recommend that bike, so I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. Like, you can also daily ride a S1000 for sure, but like I like the upright sitting position of the Streetfighter. You can get a S1000R in that case, right? But I just like the look of this one more than the S1000R. So if I was to bridge the two bike, because I got rid of my GSA, got rid of the S1000, I just want to keep one bike for now, see what I can do with this one. Yeah, I kind of want to, I keep saying it, I kind of want to keep this one long term. I keep saying that. I really want to try this time. So I don't think there's any other bike. I'm saying that, but like, there's no other bike that I'm looking at. I wasn't planning to get this one in the beginning, but like once I saw it in person, I'm just like, I had to have it. So I've had so many motorcycles. It's just that lately, before I found this one, before I looked into this one, it was like everything seemed repetitive. Like, it's not that much better. Like the S1000 just doesn't get any much better anymore. After the 23 model, 24, 25, 26, they're all the same. Like the technology, the speed, the capabilities the same. Just the look is changing. So, but for the Streetfighter in particular, this is as close as a sport bike in the sport bike version of the Naked. Like, for example, if you have a S1000R versus a RR, it's not the same. It's not the same bike. This one is almost, if not the same. It's just the fairing was taken off. So you get the same bike as a Panigale basically, but on a Streetfighter form. I believe that wasn't the case on the previous version of this bike. So there's something special about this one. So I mean, of course, it's super fast, and it's like if you're gonna take it like really up to speed, you feel it because there's no windshield. So, I mean, I don't know, it's nice to have, but like I will probably never get up there for sure. I'll never max it out or anything, never. So not in my skill set anyway, but it's nice. It's nice to have. It's nice to know that it has that capability. 260 rear end. So this is my first time having a 260 profile tire. I always had like a 255, 200, yeah, 255, 180, 50, 190, 50, 55, stuff like that. I never had a 60. So this one is super tall in the rear, but it actually dives in really, really nicely. So it behaves like a 180. What it feels like to me, it believes like a, no, not 180, like a 190. It behaves like a 190 55, I guess. So if that makes any sense. So, but you do have a lot of shoulder here to work with. If you're at max lean, I guess you have a lot of room because of how big the tire is. Anyways, what else can I say? There's no cruise control, but you can add it. You know, they didn't particularly design this bike to have cruise control. Like, there's no, I don't even know how the toggle switch worked for it, because there's no specific toggle switch for the cruise control, but you can add it electronically. It's part of a Ducati offering, but I didn't add it. I feel like I don't need it just yet. I'm not doing long tours. I do want to change the brake, but I just want to, the brake lever, I mean, the brake lever. I just want to try it out first at the track as is with whatever I did just now, right now. I'm going to try it out the track as is and then see if I can live with this one. But I know for sure I want to get the RCS on this. Yeah, so that's just my thing. That's probably the next thing I'm going to do in a rear set and exhaust of some sort. Exhaust, you know, I don't know. I'm not going crazy. I'm not doing full exhaust. I'm just want a little bit more sound, not too loud, because it's a street bike for me. It's a daily rider for me. It's just, I don't want it to be obnoxious. Kind of at that age, I don't really care for obnoxious stuff anymore. So maybe some engine protection, some covers. Yeah, I don't know. Because some people don't like the double swing arm, but like the technology that went into this is amazing. Actually, it's like, I know, like I had previous Ducatis, like I have all the monsters, classic monsters, the Panigale V4R, I had that one, and the 1199R, so two Panigale R's. It's just that with single-sided swing arm, you know, that's the trademark Ducati look. I had the Streetfighter, what do you call this, the Hyper Motors, I have single-sided swing arms. So like, you know, it's really, I don't know, like I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel like, oh, it's not diminished or anything. It actually looks pretty damn good, actually. The way they executed it. I mean, you could have, maybe they designed it in a worse way, it would look bad, but it doesn't look bad to me. So, but I like this one. I like, so the Futurist Moto, they had when you buy this fender eliminator, there's they give you two brackets. One that goes like this and one that goes like this. On my Panigale V4R, I had the one that goes like this. So it looks better on the silhouette, but you barely notice it. So I just chose the 90 so that I don't get bothered by cops and stuff. So anything like that. Because I want to ride it on the street. The V4R, I wasn't riding it on the street. It was a track bike for me. So anyways, you need some carbon fiber on this thing. So I'm thinking carbon fiber, like matte carbon on this thing. It needs that. Maybe this thing. For sure this thing needs to be a matte carbon. This one needs to be matte carbon. Yeah, nothing crazy. Just, I think the matte carbon would set it off nicely. Matte carbon here. Matte carbon, so that's the same thing. Matte carbon here. No, just the engine stuff. Yeah, something like small details. I don't want to do too much, but yeah, engine cover for sure, engine protection. Yeah, so the quick shifter. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. There's a quick shifter in here too. There's a quick shifter, same as it with any, you know, modern bike. But nothing beats the quick shifter of an S1000. I would say that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Maybe because of the V4 aspect of this bike, it's the inline 4 is just buttery smooth on the S1000. It's just like, I don't know, it's just buttery smooth. But it is what it is. I think it's the boxers. The boxer on the GSA, when you do a quick shifter, shift up and down on that one is clunky as well. So anything outside of a inline four, it's probably like that. So I don't know. Just rambling now. What else can I talk about this? What else can I say? I think that's it. The seats comfortable. Um, Seats comfortable. I like it. I think there's a Ducati performance seat, but I don't know how much better that is. I like how wide it is, the seat, because it's like you have a lot of room to move around on it. So to get comfortable, they don't sell the bike with a passenger seat if you're wondering. But you buy the kit, so you buy the seat. It'll change. I think it would change this part here, and then you add the pegs. But it doesn't come with it. Not like a S1000. Like I said, S1000 comes with everything when you buy it. It comes with a passenger seat cowl cover. When you don't want a passenger. So, like, if someone asks me, recommend me a flagship bike, I'll always recommend the S1000RR. But if you want some luxury, something to set you apart, I guess a little bit, you get one of the Panigales, I guess. But like my recommendation all day is S1000. It's my first love, I think. But I love this bike as well. Anyways, that bubble's bothering me. Fix that. I don't know. Maybe in time, get more heat into it, like at the track days and stuff like that. It'll just go away. But like, this bubbles sucks. Anyways, oh, the quad lock. So the quad lock, I bought this matching red lever into it, and then my phone actually has the Ducati case as well. So, kind of want to do a matchy. So it's kind of nice. I don't have anything. I don't have any other plans to change anything here. Like I removed this on the track anyway. I got a block off screw for it already. Block off screw. Then remove the so my routine for track days would be I remove this one, put the screw in, and that's it. Because that's it. I'm not gonna disable. So this one could get smaller, I guess. It's kind of big compared to, because the other one got eliminated already. Here. So maybe I'll do something about that. Do something about this. Yeah, it is big. It is quite big, the turn signal. Probably do something small. Something like a Rhizoma, which is a small one, but really, really bright. Yeah, I recommend the quad lock. I like it. Yeah, okay. So I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to show you guys. Just want to do a quick walk around. It's a nice place, so I kind of want to share it with you guys here. Zoom out. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one.